The PNR has recently acquired 2 new train sets, equivalent to 6 rail cars, from PT Industri Kereta Api or PT Inka of Indonesia that have been added to its operations. With these, PNR is expected to cater to more passengers from its current 60,000 to 73,500. To know more about this, we have no less than the General Manager of PNR, Mr. June Magno. Hello, Gia Magno, and welcome to Motoring Today.
Hi, Susie, and to all viewers of Motoring Today.
We understand that the procurement of diesel multiple unit trains is part of your reliability and availability program. Kindly tell us what this is all about and its objectives.
We are currently operating 11 trains. However, our reliability when I arrived here 3 years ago was only 30%. So that means there's only 3 trains operating out of 11. We were able to bring it up to 8 out of 11. So roughly reliability of around 79 to 80%. But that's not sufficient. The corridor that we serve is around 200,000 a day. 8 trains is not sufficient, so we need to increase the reliability and we need to increase the availability of trains. So that's why we decided, instead of habulin pa yung reliability of the remaining trains, it's not going to increase capacity significantly anyway. So we bought new classes of trains. The new classes of trains that we selected, we have option of buying locomotive hauled trains and diesel multiple unit trains. The first class that we bought was actually diesel multiple units, the same as the train sets that we ordered from Korea through part of the North-South Linkage project loan within the Philippines and Korea. We have 6 sets, so only 3 remains and 2 are working. So we ordered another 6 sets na diesel multiple units. 2 of them are 3-car formation and 4 of them are 4-car formation. So we have the first 2 and we are commissioning the remaining 4 as we speak in Indonesia.
Thank you for that, sir. Moving on, why did you choose the Malabon FTI route for the operations of these trains?
Okay, very good question. Between Malabon and FTI, it's actually the bypass route of EDSA. If you go from Malabon all the way to FTI, even Makati, not even FTI, it would take you 2 to 3 hours from Kamanava to Makati or Kamanava to FTI. But since our right of way is exclusively owned by PNR, has not been used for almost 25 years, so we reopened the Malabon to Makati service, which is only 30 minutes to 35 minutes to Makati and 40 minutes to FTI. Since we opened that, this has been very huge demand on that corridor alone. Now, the question is, we have remaining areas all the way to Alabang. I told Secretary Tocate, are you not utilizing them all the way to Alabang? Sabi ko, not yet, sir. Because we had stoning incidents after FTI, actually after Bikutan and Alabang. Somehow we resolved all those issues already. We may be ready to reopen the service all the way to Alabang. Baka FTI to Malabon, and then we will reopen to Tuban with the new DMUs all the way to Alabang. And then if we extend the bridge to Valenzuela, we will extend the service from Valenzuela to FTI.
Report has it that safeguards are in place to ensure the reliability of these trains. What are those, sir, and what are the other key features of these trains?
Okay, the key features of these trains, one is it has a modernized engine control system, much more fuel-efficient engines. We are using tropicalized air conditioning. All our old trains doesn't have tropicalized air conditioning because of the tropical weather that we have. The kilocalories of cooling that is required is underrated for our tropical conditions. We uprated it based on our tropical conditions, so it should be colder than our existing trains. The safeguards, we have polycarbonate glass. Okay, we don't use glass anymore. Yun yung binabato na nababasag. The other safeguards is marami na siyang handholds. We almost double the number of handholds, either the hanging handhold or the stanchion posts that we put in there. And we using new surfaces, more friction-based surfaces, so you won't slide within the train. And then we included some safety features in it, including the emergency braking system, fast evacuation, and then normally the train industry, the railway industry have new devices for safety. We included that as part of a safeguard. So,
how is the PNR going to maintain these trains from Indonesia?
The way we wish to maintain these trains Okay, is we applied what we call reliability, availability, maintainability, and safety systems, or RAMs. Okay, before we only measure reliability, availability every quarter. Now we're doing it 2 times a day. So we're doing that 2 times a day. Our inspectors are inspecting the trains, all of our trains, twice a day before we put them into service. And that we make sure that we have 99% available train sets, and we keep it at 90% all the time. We don't want it to go back to 30% anymore like before. That's what we want to do. Second, we want to do preemptive procurement of spare parts. Our past experience when I came in 3 years ago is we know what is wrong with the trains, but we don't have the spare parts because we only buy after it was broken. But if you have RAMs, you could predict actually some of the parts that will be broken to make it operational. So we buy them in advance, and we ask government to allow us to give us a budget to buy this in advance. Hindi malaki yung budget requirement that we will have to have the trains reliable. That's what we do. So we increase the number of engineers that we have. We change the whole process that how we do it. We are building 3 more maintenance sheds. We'll use modernized maintenance equipment. We will automate some of our maintenance procedures, and we have great linkage with our suppliers. We make sure that most of the systems that we use is not end of life. That means it's still in production.
Sir, important question from all your loyal passengers in the PNR. With the addition of these train sets, will there be an additional cost for them, say an increase in fare?
So far, no. We are not considering increasing the fare until we improve the service. Unless the riding public says that our service has greatly improved, then we would start considering what would be the increase in fare. Now, on fares naman, we are still the cheapest fare. Cheaper than tricycle and in the jeepneys. We're only 1 peso 7 cents per kilometer. Very affordable.
Thank you very much, GM Magno. Before I let you go, would you like to leave a message to the viewers relevant to our topic?
Our new trains are undergoing certification. So the uncertified trains, we're still offering them for free, 20 passengers per station. In the next few days, the program would end. When it's certified, we'll go to revenue service. You start paying. So start using them. We have 4 more coming in. Our trains will be much more frequent. For people crossing our right-of-way, be careful. The frequency of our train service would increase significantly from last year. That's our message. And again, stop throwing rocks.
Thank you once again, sir.
Thanks, Susie, and happy motoring.
That was PNR General Manager June Magno, our guest this week on Motoring Today's Motoring Forum, courtesy of Suzuki Philippines.